All right, so I've created a calendar set for Procreate, and I wanted to just show you really quick how it works. And so this is what the set looks like. There is one calendar grid. There are calendar days. There's 7 different ones, one for each day of the month. And then I've also created a weekday stamp, and that can be stamped in the months as well. I've set everything so that it's stamping at the same size. So right here, it's saying 39%. If I go over here, this says also 39%. All of these will say 39%. And the way that you change this is you can move your slider anywhere you want. So let's say we're right here, and let's say I want to try this size. So I could make a calendar this size, and then what you do is you hold it, and then once this little window pops up, you hit the plus sign, and then it adds a little toggle for you. And then that way it's easier for you to come in and hit the same one. And then you would have to do it for each one. So then from here, you would go up to 84. Well, 85 is close enough. It's just off by 1%. That's fine. And then once you hit that in the middle, it'll add it to the middle of your calendar. And so now I've stamped everything into one layer, but you could also stamp things into different layers. So I could do my grid on one layer. I could even, change colors. Say I want to do a blue, and then I can change my grid. And then when you tap in towards the top of the middle, that's where it adds the letters. But if you're working on a different layer, then it's easy for you to change it. And you could also change the size of your days too. And then if I wanted my days on a different one, then I could stamp that in. And the days get stamped the same way, where I hit the top and then they get stamped onto the top. And again, if you're working on a different one, then you could move them however you want. And then you could either add all of these into a group and then duplicate this if you wanted to have multiple calendars, or if you're planning on doing multiple days. So let's make this a little bit smaller. Everything smaller. All right. And so let's say I wanted to do 3 months in a line. And so it's nice if you can always add a grid on there. I'm making the grid pretty dark so you can see it. All right, here we go. And so you can add a grid just so you can get the sizes. And so then I'm going to stamp 3 different months. And as I'm moving them around, you can see how they're going. And then once I let go, it'll give you this option on the top. And so from here, you tap on a line. And now at this point, this can be moved around wherever you want it to be moved around. So if I want them to be straight in a line, I could match them up. I can make them touch or farther away, but let's say I want to do it like that. And then I'd be done. And then if I wanted to have more days than that, I could always either add the days now or then just duplicate this line. And just keep moving these down. And so then now I would have a 9-month calendar over here. And then I could add, and so then you could look at a calendar. And so this year for September, Monday's going to be the 1st. So then I would go 1 equals Monday over here. This would be my September calendar. And then I would stamp my days over here. So for October, the first day would be Wednesday. So I go over here, stamp those in. For November, first day is a Saturday. So I would go and pick that over here. And then I would also make sure that I check my days. So for September, we've only got 30 days. Let's see, October or November, then no, October we have 31 days, and then September we have 30. So I would just go and delete my extra days over here. And if you need to move these around, I have them on a separate page. I would just move them around to however you want. And then I could add my calendar days over here. Oops. I could add it on a separate layer if I wanted, or keep it on. And once you get them in a place that you like, if you want to make this faster, so let's say I want all of these to be kind of in the middle. Then since I have the weekdays in the same, then I could duplicate and move everything down, which would make it a little bit faster too. And then I've left the months open to you, so you can either handwrite the months over there, or then you can use different fonts to add your months. And so hopefully this little set will be helpful for you. And let me know in the comments if there's any extra brushes that you'd like to see with this set. And so personally, the way that I use these brushes, I use them for scheduling my upcoming months in a visual way like this. And so I usually have my calendar grids on 1 month. I know which day of the week everything is. I don't need weekdays in there. And then I'll have my usually text kind of on one layer, and then I'll have my blocks of color on a different layer. If you'd like to know more about the way I schedule and productivity and time management, you can check out my class in the link below. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.